Silicon Valley secrets. What really matters? Well, supporting a creative environment, because I think we never know where the next breakthrough, the next paradigm shift, the next interesting invention comes out of. You've got to have a creative environment. You've got to have a range of companies. We've got universities like Stanford and Berkeley and San Jose State that all form part of the process that enable those universities, that enable that mechanism of creativity to work. You've got to have bigger companies as well. Hewlett-Packard and Intel and big companies, they're important to the whole process as well, because especially now where we often see that they are the primary customers of the products designed by smaller new startups. There's some admiration for technological leaders. It's one of the few places in the world. You know, one of the problems we all have as technology people is that there's a show about policemen, there's a show about lawyers, there's a show about doctors, there's even shows like Dallas about businessmen in the oil industry. Well, what do engineers and technologists have? Well, home improvement is about it. There's nothing else. So somehow we need a place to celebrate those contributions, and I believe that is one of the reasons. The fact that we don't identify and celebrate those contributions, one of the reasons we've had such a hard time attracting more young people into science and technology. We need to do a better job of it. I grew up in the Sputnik era. Everybody was excited and understood that science and technology were important to the country and to the world. We need to go back to that time. I think fostering interaction is wonderful. The fact that industry and academia see each other as each making a contribution, each a respected contribution. Different in its form. We work on research, they work on product development, but that each is important is absolutely crucial. Encouraging entrepreneurism, having support for an environment that allows failure, and having all the right ingredients, having a little luck. Virtually every company I know that's been successful has at least been partly lucky, if nothing else, with respect to the timing and when they appear. There are lots of good companies that get started that just appear at the wrong time with the wrong technology, miss the window, they're too early, they're too late. And sometimes it's only luck. They do everything else right, they just miss that window. And then it takes time. I think the product you see when you look around Silicon Valley is the product of many years of successful collaborations. Starting way back when, more than 60 years ago, when Terman encouraged Hewlett-Packard to get it started. They started on an absolute shoestring. The first building they built after they had the garage where they first incubated the company was a building called the Redwood Building. It was a famous building. They designed it actually thinking ahead, always thinking ahead. They designed it so that if the company failed, it could be turned into a grocery store. It didn't fail, but they were thinking ahead and they were thinking creatively. And I think it's that view and that nurturing of creative thinking that we need. So thank you for your attention, and I'll be happy to take some questions.